Hey, we're here at Chapel Farms. I'm going to teach y'all today about bananas, how to propagate by pups. So basically the banana does the propagation for you. You just have to dig them up. All right, here we got a banana circle. It's summertime and bananas love water in the summertime. But be careful in the wintertime, but in the summertime you can just about flood them out. In the wintertime you need to try to keep them dry if you get it really cold in your area, because that can kill them with root rot. They're heavy feeders, so you want to be fertilizing very hard. Mulch if you can. Try to conserve that moisture and keep the temperature regulated in the soil. Bananas take about 18 months or so to fully fruit. We are in Louisiana Zone 9, so it is kind of difficult for us to get fruit outdoors. It is possible. We also have a greenhouse that I'll show you in a minute, that we'll be putting some in there for the fruit to go. But out here in our banana circle is mainly for propagation to sell in the nursery right here. So a few weeks ago I dug up some pups and they just about all survived. I'll show you all that in a minute as well. What I did here, I got this good, very sharp shovel. Make sure you got a good sharp shovel. If it's not sharp, sharpen it. I'm going to pull some of this mulch out the way. And what you want to do is sever that root from the main trunk. This is an ice cream banana here. Easy that banana with the sharp shovel. There you go. Get this. Okay, so put your soil back. You still want to keep this nice and healthy. This is what we're left with. Nice root system. Fully confident this is going to survive. Really nice ice cream banana. Greenhouse, we still got to do the geothermal heating and cooling. Close this side up. I've got a few plants in there, but we'll have it all done before it starts getting cold. So in the circle, we've got a little pond at the bottom that we fill in the summertime. It's down a good 3 feet from the trunk, base of the trunk, so we could let that dry up real good in the wintertime. See some of these making more pups. Got another big ice cream banana over here. It's got another little pup. We got this truly tiny banana. It's making another pup, and some of those we got in pots are doing well. It's like that one's a little dry. You put some more water on that one. And we got a couple more over there. Here's all the pups dug up a few weeks ago. And see, when you first started, there's a little bit of dieback, no big deal. It's since put on these brand new pups and new growth. So if you start seeing this come out, this new leaf, you know your pup survived and it's going to be good. If it starts having its leaves like this, it's thirsty, so we need to water these. Thirsty. The ones that are more in the shade, not as thirsty. Look how beautiful. You can see the different varieties have a little bit different color leaves to it. Look, this is a double Mahoy, which actually puts out 2 bunches of bananas. And of all these bananas, Just two that are debatable, but they're still green at the bottom. And these were tiny when dug up the pups. Really should have waited. I think that would have been the best thing. Wait till they get this size, like that, this size. This is just a little bit too small to be digging up your pups, but it may still survive. We still got some green. We'll just have to watch and see how it goes. I do for my potting mix for bananas. This is specifically for bananas. I do horse manure compost, peat moss, and biochar, charged up biochar. And I've got some azomite and some mill organite. So the azomite has a lot of trace minerals. Peat moss is your main soil base, and it also has a low pH. Mill organite is just a little fertilizer, just a little bit of that. I mean, you don't have to. If anything, I'd say that is the most optional, because the horse manure compost has NPK. Mill organite is just NP 640. So then I mix it up real good. There I got my pile of biochar, charged up biochar compost, and we're gonna pot this thing. So I got all my fixings in the pot. Just went over. And it is okay if you let it dry out a little bit, but I find it's gonna go through a little bit more shock if you let it dry out. I want to plant it to about right here, where that white stops. After you plant it, make sure it gets nice and moist. Water it in really good. And then you're going to want to keep watering. These really need a lot of water to grow properly, unless it's cold outside. So you could, normally when I'm using my mix for other plants, I'll put some perlite in there, but since bananas like water so much, I withhold the perlite to try to keep it a little bit more moist. That perlite would potentially help the roots to grow a little bit stronger, but then it will also make it dry out faster. So I'll just say go without. Now we got that nice compressed, no air voids in there. We got another ice cream banana. These come out blue whenever they start out blue and they turn a little bit green yellow, but it's another name for it is the blue Java. This is probably the coolest banana, at least that I can think of. That double Mahoy I was showing y'all earlier, that it has two different bunches of bananas. That one is also really cool. I have a bunch of both of those. Right here we got a whole nother plant, and you don't want to pick a pot that's, I'd say minimum 5 times the root size, because bananas grow so fast. And then you're going to want to pay attention to the bottom of your pot, see when roots start poking out, and you know it's time to up pot it to another one. So I'm going to get this thing watered, and y'all have a great day.